Hi, Malachi19 here to bring you a deck profile of my Fables. This is a deck that I made for my friend Nuran. He's part of the Ultra Duel Academy, but I will create another video explaining what the Ultra Duel Academy is. And so, yeah, let's get started. One Fable Chawa, two Ravens, two Trickies, three Cerberals, the Fable Cerberals, whatever. Two Ganashias. Don't really like to run three. A lot of people say you should run three, but for the way I built it, I'm only using one, or I'm only using two. My mistake. Next, we have Fabled Lurie, two Fabled Crews, two Doppler Warrior. The reason why Doppler Warrior is in this deck at all is because of the fact that, some of these cards, when they get discarded to the graveyard, they get special summon. His effect is when a monster special summons from the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. So that's +1 on the field. You get your tokens, do a whole bunch of spamming that some people like to do. Next we have two golds and two silvers. And we're also going to be running one Grapha. I'll explain that in a minute. Next, Morphing Jar. One of the texts of the deck because discarding is heavily looked upon on this deck. So if you can stop discarding, you're good to go. Two Dark World Dealings. Also two Dark World Lightnings. Most people say you should run one Dark World Lightning, but I say you should run two, mainly because of the fact that it looks at one face down card on the field. It doesn't have to be specifically a spell or trap. It can be a monster for all you're concerned. And with the simple fact that it's a card effect, Dark Worlds are going to get special summon, but also with Fables, if you discard one of those, it's probably going to get special summon, or you're going to use its effect. So, really good card to have. And it's a bunch of back row hate, so who doesn't like back row hate? Two, the Cheerful Coffins, mainly because you can discard up to 3 cards from your hand to the graveyard. It's a card effect, it's not a cost. And so that's just something I figured would just be an amazing card to use. Let's see here. Next we have, since Dueling Network wanted to be kind of a butthole and randomly lose connection with the servers, I have to wait for my computer now to go back into the deck constructor just so I can finish showing you guys this video. Alright, see here, we left off at the Cheerful Coffin. So next card after that, your basic staples, Monster Reborn. Sorry you can't see it, my computer's kind of slow with recording this, but you know your staples and what they look like. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Card Destruction, Foolish Burial. I have Foolish Burial in here because you have a greater chance of drawing into, either a gold or silver. And so, what you draw into a gold or silver, and say you don't go first or you draw a Dark World Dealings, if Foolish Burial is in hand and you want to get Grapha out first turn, Foolish Burial Grapha, then discard gold or silver, bring them out on the field, bring them back to your hand, and then special summon Grapha. And then on top of that, with the way the deck runs, there are so many cards where you can discard. More than likely, that same gold or silver that you use to bring back to your hand is going to come back to the field in the same turn. So, good little spamming technique that I use. Next, we have Pot of Avarice, Solemn Judgment, Torrential, Mirror Force, Staples. Solemn Warning, only running one, not two. I personally just don't like two. Two Bottomless Trap Holes, and two Dimensional Prisons. That's it for the deck. Now to move on to the extra deck. We have Formula Synchron, Allied Adjusted Cataster, Fable Reagan. He's a good card. A lot of times you might find yourself having no hand, so go straight into him if you can. I mean, it obviously is possible. Go into him, get a +2, do a whole bunch of others extremely stupid stuff. Brio, because of the fact that his effect is to discard any number of cards, so you discard, get plus on the field, gain your field advantage, and they lose field advantage. Sounds pretty amazing to me. Staple, Black Rose Dragon. A tech that I feel should be in the deck, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, because of the fact that the tuners in here are light tuners. There is no dark tuners. There is no other type of tuners. It is a light tuner. And because the non-tuner just has to be a non-tuner, why not? Really good card to have. Valkyrius, because pretty much all of them are fiends, and he's just an amazing level 8, 2900 beater. Stardust, another level 8. Red Dragon Archfiend, this is for my friend Nuran, because I know he likes to run this extremely gay card, Red Nova Dragon. So, have to have Red Archfiend in order to do it. Well, at least the way I have this set up. Trishula, because everybody hates Trishula. Why not have it? Fabled Leviathan, the easiest level 10 I've ever seen anybody go into. There are some XYZ monsters. We have Gachi Gachi, Gentetsu, and my two personal favorite techs, Andrea's Keeper of Armageddon, and the twin good sister, Tyra's Keeper of Genesis. Okay, on to the side deck. 3, Reborn Tengu, Lone Fire Blossom, Spore, Glow Bulb, Dandelion, Sangan. Well, here's the thing about it. Didn't put Sangan in there first because the way I have the deck set up, I have no room. Point blank, period. As you can see, there is a Reborn and plant aspect of the deck. Basically, you take out the Doppel and Dark World aspect and you put in the Tengu plant engine, and you do a bunch of extremely homosexual stuff. Black Luster Soldier, because of the simple fact that, if one of these cards isn't working out for you too well, like say the Fabled Lurie isn't working out the way, it should be working out, take Lurie out, because you can still get level 1 tokens and still go for formula with Chawa, so, just do it. There are enough targets in here, so that's how, when the cards go back to the graveyard from you synchro summoning, just go ahead and remove the light and dark that you need. Bring Envy, Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning out, and do some more homosexual things. Next, we have Fabled Grimrow. Yes, there are a lot of Fabled targets in the deck, but once again, didn't have room, so yeah, she got put on the back burner. Bone Temple block, Dark Deal, Curse Seal of Forbidden Spell, and Divine Wrath. That has been this deck profile. Hopefully I didn't go over the time limit too long. And yeah, I'll do another one as soon as I come up with another deck profile. Deuces.